when you gave that to me at Bostocks.
Yeah, and a Pecos buckle too.
And a Pecos buckle. But what made you do that, I wonder?
I would rather you have it than put it in a trophy case at my house so I can go say, look what I did. I'm a big deal. I won all these. And I keep very few buckles. It's just people I respect or I like.
Well,
and,
that's what it felt to me.
It's what it is.
I remember telling people, like, you won't
I'm not
believe
trying
this.
to get you to, I'm not trying to get any free shit from you.
I knew that.
If you want it, wear it. If you don't, burn it or take it to the pawn shop. And, I don't.
Well,
so
I appreciate it. And I appreciate it.
I don't want
still.
any of them.
Thanks for hanging, man.
Still good to be us.
I love you.
Love you too, man.
So hold on. I've always wondered, what is this from?
So that's a go round. Like at the national finals, they have it's 10 straight days, and if you win that night against, there's only 15 competitors, but they're the best 15 guys, and so if you win that night, you win a buckle. So that's the buckle I want.
Well, man, when you gave that to me at Bostocks.
Yeah, and a Pecos buckle too.
And a Pecos buckle.
And so Pecos is one of the first rodeos in the history of the world. They have this debate as to whether Prescott, Arizona, or Pecos, Texas was the first major rodeo, but yeah, the Pecos buckle's cool.
I've always been interested because I knew you then,
Mm-hmm.
and we had become friends through Charlie
Mm-hmm.
from the Wolf Dance and hanging out on his bus or my
Mm-hmm.
bus. But then I was just playing a bar
Mm-hmm.
in Stephenville, and you showed up and you gave me that. And obviously it hit me in a way where I go, oh, holy shit. But what made you do that, I wonder?
Well, when I was growing up, and buckles in rodeo, they're a prize. If you win, you win a buckle, and so there are different levels of buckles, but as you get older and you advance, at every level, that's a sign that you won whatever event, and so when I started winning buckles, like when I was in high school, it always seemed silly to me that as much as I appreciate winning and trophies, I can only wear one buckle.
They'd give you something they don't really need. I get it.
And so, like, guys that I worked with, like when I would win a belt buckle, and like I would give them to my friends or people I liked, and like, and my mother, like when I started doing that, she's like, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, why? She said, well, you're going to want those one of these days. I said, no, I won't. I said, I can only wear one. And so that's just always been me. I would always rather give a buckle to somebody who I liked or I appreciated or who was my friend, that I would rather you wear it or have it than put it in a trophy case at my house. So when you could come to my house and I can go say, look what I did. I'm a big deal. I won all these. And it just seems so lame to me.
I get it.
So my goal is I keep very few buckles. I don't want any of them. I would rather have somebody else have them, and I give them to people that I respect, that I like, or my friends, or I think they're my friends, or I want them to be my friends, or whatever. But if you like it, and if not, give it to the homeless. I don't.
Well, the funny part for me is that.
But it's like in rodeo, it's the biggest,
Yeah, I know.
It's a big deal.
I've shown people that have been in rodeo this buckle.
That's anybody that's ever done, like ever rodeoed, like to have an NFR buckle that, it's a big deal. I mean, it might not be a Grammy, but it's a big, it's a big deal in that world because.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because
it's a big deal.
I do have other awards like CMA awards or ACM awards or whatever. And I keep this right up there with the most important things that I've ever done.
And I've given it to people like people I give to that. They say, and it's not like I'm trying to, it's just people I respect or I like.
Well,
and,
that's what it felt to me.
It's what it is. It's
I remember telling people like,
I'm not trying to get you to, I'm not trying to get any free shit from you.
I knew that.
I say,
at the time you gave that to me, man, I couldn't give you any free shit you wanted.
If you want it, wear it. If you don't, burn it or take it to the pawn shop. And, I don't, it's just, yeah.
Well, so I appreciate it. And I appreciate it.
I don't want any of them. I've got a couple, like my boys who are the most thing the proudest thing in my whole life is my boys. And, my mother said, well, you're going to want those ones. I said, no. Well, your kids might. And I said, well, I'm 18, 19 years old. I said, well, if I have kids, I guarantee I'll take care of them. So every one of my boys, they have a world championship buckle and,
You only need one of them.
And that's fine. I don't need, whatever. So, I mean, people that have them, there's some people that people like, I've given them to people that, like, if you gave me something that you had, that you did, and that would be, to me, that's more exciting than something I did, But I've always been like that. I don't want any of them. I don't, give me that one back. That's just not me. It's nope. Not.
Yeah, I got a pair of boots like that. I got like I gave like he's gone and gotten my pair of boots that I wore for 20 years out on the road all the way up to wherever I got. And he'll go retrieve them because I give them away to people.
I give every fucking thing I have. I give everything I have away. Like somebody says, I like that hat. Okay. Have it. I'll get another hat. I don't, it doesn't, shit like that. If you'll enjoy it, and
it's what you got. It's not what you did.
Yeah,
I get it, man.
That just is what it is.
Hey, everybody, this is one of my heroes, and I'm not real good at beginning or any of these things, but this is Tuff Hedeman, and man, you're never gonna find anyone better. I mean, on a personal level, on a professional level, if you ever want, I hope you enjoy this. All I ever want to do is. All I ever want to do is the same thing that you like, man, who's the best? Let me go watch them. Let me go figure out what they're doing and trying to steal some of their shit. And when I watch you,
the thing is, I've never been the best. I know that.
No.
I could hang. I could always hang. But you know what? That's okay with me. It's okay with me.
It's not being the best of all time. It's at those moments where it matters the most. You came through.
When the guy, at the end of the day, in my generation, I could hang with the best.
Man,
but was I the best? No, hell no.
You hoisted
I could hang.
The final belt buckle a couple times. Man.
Yeah,
that's a pretty big deal.
There were some pretty weak years, but
of course, and you choked a few. But who gives a shit? You won a few too.
I won a few and lost the rest, and that's life. Right. That is life.
I feel the same way, man.
That's life.
I released 25 singles. One of them went to #1. I'm good with that. Like we're all in the same boat.
There's not very many Georges or Bradys in the world.
That's right. Thanks for hanging, man.
Still good to be us.
I love you.
Love you too, man.
I didn't even ask you about your bent finger.
It's kind of like my brain. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah, you can't make that work.